Hi everybody, we're going to do a standing balance class. So grab a chair if you need one. If not, we're going to be standing the whole time. Okay, so from here we're going to start by rolling our shoulder blades back and down. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we get going. So go ahead and roll those shoulders back and then roll those shoulders forward. Again, if you need a chair, grab a chair, make sure it's not wobbling everywhere. And then from here, we're gonna lean over to the right side, and we're gonna lean over to the left side. And we're gonna bring our arms out, we're gonna circle forward. And we're gonna walk backwards as we're circling, and we're gonna walk forwards as we're circling. Good, do it again, walk backwards. And then go ahead and walk forwards. Good, do it one more time. Walk backwards, circle. Good. And then walk forwards and circling. Good. If that's too tough, you could just stand and circle backwards or hang on to the chair, okay? Do what works for you. Relax your arms. Again, roll those shoulder blades back and down. You can roll them up and forward. Good. From here again, lean to the right. And then we're gonna lean towards the left. Good. And we're gonna reach up really, really, really tall. Gaze up at the ceiling. Reach. Bring our hands to heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Okay, everybody, from here, go ahead and bring your left leg back behind you and back up a little bit so you can see my feet. Good. So left leg back behind you. Looks like this. Stretching that back calf. Bend that front knee. There you go. So bend, and this leg is straight. Shoulders back and down. I'm gonna fix my collar. Good, everybody. Hold this stretch. Breathe through the stretch. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. If not, we're balancing. And then from here, let's switch feet. So we keep our other foot down, bend this front knee. Good. How's that feeling? I can watch myself in the mirror and then watch you guys. Hold this stretch. If you need to hold on to something, hold on. If you can balance, balance, draw that needle in, pick a spot, focus. Watch your balance. Good, breathe. Good. And then from here, feet come together. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. And then we're gonna try a stretch that I usually do in my videos, interlocking our hands, and then kind of diving down forward and bringing our hands away from our glutes. So they're interlocked in the back. And then we're gonna dive forward slowly, slowly, bringing our arms away from our glutes as best as we can, gazing at the floor. Good, and then bringing that down. Inhaling, exhaling, do it again. And then slowly coming back up. Good, and then from here I'm gonna face you guys again. Good, take that left arm over the chest. We're stretching our tricep. And then open, and then switch, shoulder down, breathe. Good, take that left leg over the right. So this is a little bit tough with the balance. You might be wobbling a little bit. If you want to grab a chair again, but we're going to try not to hold on. Maybe you can have your hand hover over the chair if you need to. Good, and let's try the other side. So the other leg goes over the other. So see if you can catch your balance. If you're kind of swaying and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna fall, get close to that chair. But if you can sort of, you know, practice a little bit, maybe you pick a spot and focus, you breathe through it, see if you could try it, even if it's just for a few seconds. Okay, so release that. Then we're gonna try to balance on one foot, just like we did in our balance assessment, okay? Again, get close to that chair if you need it. If not, let's try this. You could keep it low if you need to. If you feel like that's easy, then lift your leg up a little bit higher, lift that knee up a little bit higher, draw that navel in, shoulders back, breathe, and then go ahead and release that. Let's try the other leg. Maybe a little bit off the ground, maybe just a tiny bit off the ground. Maybe we lift it up a little bit higher, focus, breathe. Again, if you need to get close to that chair, get close to that chair. Practicing standing on one leg, and then release that down. Good, everybody. Inhale again, and exhale. Just take a few moments to breathe, catch your breath. From here, we're gonna step up with our left leg, and we're gonna bring that left foot back behind us. Move back a little bit, good. Bring it up forward, bend, bring it back, and then straight. Do it again. Up, and back, and up, and back. Switch legs. Up, and back, and up, and back, and up, and back. Good, everybody. From here, step to the left, and step to the right. Or the right and the left, because I'm mirroring you. So you know what I'm saying. Do a little bit of stepping. Good, step. And then step. And do it again. Good. And step to the front, and then step center. Step to the front, and step center. And then to the side, and to the side, and to the back, and to the back. Good. To the side, to the side, to the front, to the front, to the back, to the back, to the side, to the side, to the front, side, side, back, and back. Good. Okay, catch your breath. A little bit of a marching in between, inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then from here, we're going to step out wide, and we're gonna just do a little bit of a pickup of the foot. Again, if you need to stay close to that chair, stay close to that chair. I'll keep reminding you here and there, just so you don't forget. Or when you're at home, you could use your countertop, which I do in some of my videos at home myself, because I have a countertop. You could use a chair or countertop. Just stay close to something in case you feel a little bit shaky. Good, everybody. And then from here, how about a hamstring curl? So curling our heel towards our glutes. Good. Shoulders back, draw that navel in, breathe with it. Good, how about 4 more? 3, 2, and 1, and a little march. Good, and then march it up. And then go ahead and walk it back. March it up. And then back. Good. And then if you want to add a little jog, add a little jog, add a little jog back. You don't have to jog, but if you want to have a little bit more of an advancement, if you want to make it a little bit faster, then you add that jog. Good. Good, everybody. Good. And then from here, high knees. High knees. So we're doing a high knee walk. So come up towards me. I'm coming towards you. And then we're going to do a high knee back. High knee back. Good. Shoulders back, abs tight. Do it again. Up, 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 and back, 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 and back. Good. And then a little march. And march it wide, and march it together. March it wide, and march it together. Do it again. wide, together, wide, together. One more, wide, together. Good, everybody. Now make it wide again. Make your stance wide, toes forward, heels down. We're gonna alternate with a little bit of a lift again, just like we did a few moments ago. A little bit of a lift, rock it back and forth, lift your foot up off the ground. Really get it up, up, alternate, lift, lift. Shoulders are back still. So if you're kind of leaning, pull those shoulders back. Bring those ears towards the shoulders. Breathe with it. And then let's try those hamstring curls again. And if you want, you can add some rows. Pull, pull, elbows back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good, little march. And then wide. And then march together. And then wide. March together. Wide. Good, everybody. How about those high knees towards me? Come towards the TV. And then bring it back. Good. Do it again. Up. Lift that knee. So if you can't come all the way up towards me, you want to stay near your chair, then stay near your chair. Good. Watch your posture. Breathe. Good. Good, everybody. And then from here, we're going to step to the right and stomp to the left. So we'll do a little stomp, just like we did earlier. Stomp. Good. Stomp. Stomp. If it's too much for you to stomp, take your time. Take your time. Do what you can, okay? Bring it out again, and then bring it back in, just like we did earlier. Bring it out, and then bring it back in. And then maybe you step back, and then you step back again. And then you do it again, up, and then up, and then back, and then back. Good. And up, and up, and then back, and back, and to the side, and to the side, and up, and up. Yes. To the side, and to the side, and back, and back. Good, and now we're marching. From here, everybody, let's balance on our left leg and bring our right leg out to the side. Whoa, but if you need to stay close to your chair, stay close to your chair. Pick a spot, focus. So make sure your toe is pointing inward and it's not going out. And also make sure you're not throwing your leg out there. You want to try to stay straight, so you're not tilting and chucking your leg out. Take your time. Lift and lower. Getting these glutes stronger, outer thighs stronger, lift and lower. Breathe. Good, and then rest, and let's try the other leg. So I know we've done these in a few of the videos, and we're doing it again. Good. Take your time. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Good. From here, we're gonna rest. We're resting, okay? And then a little bit of a march in between, a little bit of catch your breath. Good. Okay, from here, everybody, let's take that left leg and then step it back. Just like we did in that stretch in the beginning. And then this time, we're gonna come into a lunge position. So I'll turn so you can see. So I like this. So if you need to stay near your chair and do that, stay near your chair, I'll show you. So it's like this near the chair, okay? If you want to challenge yourself, get rid of the chair. But if you feel like, oh, you're not feeling very sturdy, you don't feel very confident, get near the chair, okay? And then you just come down and come back up. Both knees are bent, you're up on your back toe. If that bothers your knee, you don't have to do that. If that's hurting your knee, you could just do these instead. All right, let's switch and do the other side. I'm just gonna move this chair. Again, I'll show you just in case you need the chair. And if not, take your hands off the chair. Okay, so challenge yourself if you can during this time. So down, not both knees are bent. I'll show you again, I'm gonna turn again. Abs tight, eyes forward, bend and come back up. Bend and come back up. Bend and come back up. If you want even more of a challenge, you can add a bicep curl. With this, you can add shoulder raises. You can add chest presses. You can add shoulder presses. Or you don't have to add any of that at all. Again, then stay close to your chair and you just do the lunge. Or again, if you feel like, oh, my knees are really bothering me, then just try high knees. Do 10 on each side, okay? All right, take a breather for a few seconds here. And I'm moving this chair over to the side again. And from here, we're going to do some squats. So we are going to act like we are gonna sit in a chair, but there's no chair there. So right now we are squatting, and if you wanna keep one hand on the chair, you can. If not, hands come out in front of you and come back up. So you're sticking your butt back, hip hinging, sticking your butt back like you're going to sit in a chair, but there's no chair again. So you don't wanna start with the knees. You wanna bring your hips back, bring your butt back like you're gonna sit down, again, in a chair, on a toilet even, and you're coming back up. So toes forward, feet shoulder distance apart. Sometimes if you make it a little bit wider, it's a little less strenuous on your knees. It's a little bit easier to get a tiny bit lower, but watch your form. So your toes stay forward, your heels stay down on the ground while you are doing this exercise. So if your heels are lifting, your toes are shifting, your toes are coming in, watch that, okay? Maybe, check yourself, your form in a mirror at home and practice a little bit. Let's try 5 more squats, okay? 5, 4, when you stand up, squeeze. 3, breathe. 2, yes. 1. Good, now we're gonna go toe, heel, squat, stand up. Toe, heel, squat, stand up. Toe, heel, squat, stand up. Toe, heels, squat, stand up. A little bit of a march. When there's no music in my videos, I get to hear all my joints cracking. What about you? Good, everybody, okay. And again, sometimes I'll mention too, if you feel like you want to put a little bit of music on while you are working out to these videos, if you have an Alexa, put your Alexa on. If you want to put a CD on, put a CD on in the background. It might help motivate you a little bit more while you are exercising. Up to you. Okay, back to those hamstring curls again. Maybe we will stay on the right side a few times. 1, 2, how about 3? 3, again on the other side. 1, 2, 3, do it again. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and step, touch, side to side. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Breathe with this for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. March. While you're doing that step touch, make sure you're picking your foot up and you're not dragging your foot, because then you'll trip on the carpet. So when you're step touching, bring your foot up. And like, again, that it's not this and it's not this, because then your foot will get stuck on the carpet. And if you feel more comfortable without shoes, you can take your shoes off. Shoes, no shoes, you choose for your workout, okay? Good, I'm gonna march up to you. So let's march up again. We're marching, we're marching, we're marching. And then we're marching back. Good, and we're marching forward. And we're marching back. Good, one more time. Up and back. From here now, I'm gonna go around the chair. So I got my chair. I'm pretending it's my dance partner. Oh wait, maybe you didn't see me because I think I got out of the screen. And I'm walking around the chair again. If you get a little dizzy, take your time. While you're going around the chair, watch the legs on the chair that you don't trip. Because sometimes I know when I was teaching in class last year, that happened to a lot of people. They'd walk and their shoe would get caught. So when you're walking around that, watch the legs of the chair, that you're not too close to them. Okay, let's go this way again. Good, and let's go the other way. Ooh, take your time. Is anyone getting dizzy yet? Hopefully not. Okay, march. Good, everybody. Breathe with it. Inhale, exhale. Good. From here, we're going to add some arms. You could quiet your legs for now. We'll try doing some chest flies. So elbows together, open the chest. Elbows together, open the chest. Draw the navel in. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Good. And then from here, we're going to make it a little bit tougher. I'm going to turn. Abs drawn in. If you want, you can have a little slight bend in the knee so you don't lock your legs out. However you feel comfortable. Good. And we're pulsing with these arms. Little up, 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 up. Little up, little up. Keep those elbows glued together. It's tougher. Challenge yourself. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, shake it out. That's a hard one. Good. And then one hand on top of the other, or over the other. Bring it back and forward, back and forward. Good. Good, and then walk those feet out. Star pose. From this star pose, we're gonna reach down and touch our toes. Touch and up. I don't think I exactly touched my toe. Ugh, that's a tough one, right? When your hamstrings are tight. So if that's gonna hurt, you could just do, how about halfway? Who can do all the way? Woo, up. Try it again. Good. If that's making you dizzy, like I said, maybe you just reach down towards your toe, opposite hand, opposite toe, and then you bring those hands back up. Good, little march. Good, do what works for you. One more time around that chair. Again, watch those legs of the chair that you don't trip. And then the other way. Good, everybody. And then back it up. And then bring it up. And then back it up. And then bring it up. Go ahead. Woo! Excellent, everybody. Okay, so from here, a little march again. Rolling those shoulder blades back. And then rolling them forward. Good. And then from here, a little bit of stretches in between. If you need to hold on, hold on. You can do what works for you. Stretching arm, neck, looking down. Slow back around, the other way. Breathe, go look up, tuck your chin down. Look over that left shoulder, and then center, and then right shoulder, and center. Good, everybody, excellent. Inhale, and exhale. Good. So from here, we're gonna take 3 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3. I'm over here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other way. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now how about 3 steps backwards? 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. So if that's gonna hurt for you, just take small steps backwards. Now I'm gonna do 3 forward. 1, I'm doing giant ones, okay? So I'm making my legs wide. 2, 3, and then together. Okay, 3 steps to the left, 3 steps to the right. One more time, here we go. 1, 2, 3, woo, 3, 2, 1. Now backwards. 1, together. 2, 3, right onto the Bosu. Take your time. Now let's go up one more time. Opposite leg starts. 1, left, right leg, left leg, right leg, together. Good, march. Good, everybody. Woo! How we doing? Give me some bicep curls. Bicep curls. So go ahead and I'm gonna march forward with my bicep curls and I'm gonna march backwards with my bicep curls. Good. Now we'll just stop and we'll quiet our legs and we'll just do our arms with the bicep curls, okay? So remember, shoulders back, eyes forward. Watch that posture while you're doing these exercises. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then from here, tricep kickbacks. Tricep kickbacks for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Good, everybody. And then squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathe. Walk up a little bit towards me. And then we'll go back a little bit. Good. Excellent. Do it again. Good, everybody. Woo. Okay, little march. Back to the marching. Let's try those bicep curls one more time. This time we're going to move with the bicep curls, and then we'll move with those triceps. If you don't want to move, then you can stay near your chair and just do these bicep curl exercises. So like if you had water bottles and you wanted to grab them, you certainly can if you feel comfortable with that, or like little dumbbells, you can always add the dumbbells, the tools, to these exercises while you're doing this video. Do what works for you. Okay, back, in, abs, tight. The triceps, okay? So we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. We want to try to keep our back angled, abs tight. Little bend to the knees for 5. Breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Now bring your hands towards the chair and alternate. Back, 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 back. So this is fast. It's a step back, and I know we've done this a bunch of times already. Can everybody see my feet? We've done this a bunch of times, these little, like, either stretching your calves or a little bit of lunges that we've thrown in there, here and there already today. Now we're holding on and we're moving fast, 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 fast. Breathe. Good. And then here we're going to kick the back of the chair, kick the chair legs. Good. Try to keep those eyes forward while you're doing this. So kick the chair legs, and then how about we kick it back? We kick it back. Do it again. Kick, kick, kick it back, kick it back, kick, kick, kick Kick it back. How about no hands? Kick, kick, reverse kick. To the back. Do it again. Kick, kick, back, back. One more time. Kick, kick, back, back. Good, and march. Good, everybody. And wide. And then together. And then wide. And then together. Good, everybody. From here, we're gonna try and walk with our heel now in front of our toes and alternate, like we're walking the tightrope. If you can't get too far from your chair, stay near the chair. Let's go backwards. So if getting away from your chair is a little bit scary, then you can stay, I'll show you, you can stay near the chair, you do a little bit of walking up, and you do a little bit of walking back, okay? A little bit up, and a little bit back. But let's try one more time. See how far you can get. Maybe if you find like a line in your carpet and you can kind of follow it, see how many steps you can get. And then you're gonna try to bring it backwards. Good, everybody. How many steps did you get? Maybe you got 5, maybe you got 4, maybe you just got a couple. Good, practice that. Good. Now let's go near the chair again, and this time we're gonna do our balancing on our right leg, leaving that left leg down. Stay near your chair, maybe you just got one finger, touch it, close your eyes. Is everybody closing their eyes? Good, I hope so. Close, we're gonna count for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and stop. And let's try the other side. Okay, lift that left leg up. Hold on, or maybe one finger, or have your hand hover. Balancing, balancing. For 5, close your eyes. 4, for 3, for 2, 1. I can tell this side is definitely a little bit tougher for me. I'm sure you have a side that's a little bit easier than the other. So practice both those sides when you can. Okay, everybody. Let's go ahead and walk those feet back. And let's stretch right here in between here. Stretching our legs. Breathing. And then walking towards the back of the chair. Walking back, keeping those legs straight. Stretching those hamstrings, stretching our lower back, and breathing. Good, and then coming, walking back towards the back of the chair. And let's try that one more time, okay? So we walk back, one more time. And stretching those hamstrings, keeping your glutes, or keeping your butt back towards the wall, drawing your navel in, stretching those arms, stretching those backs, stretching the back of your legs that get really, really, really tight, that help you get out of the chair, so let's keep those stretched. And then let's walk again to the back of the chair. Good. So try that on your own. Do what you can with that. If you need to, if it's really hard for you to keep your legs straight, keep a slight bend to your knees. That makes it a little bit easier. And then the more you try that stretching, it gets a little bit less tight, that maybe you could unlock your knees. Okay, so that's a good stretch to do. The back of the chair, you can even use your wall or counter at home, whatever works. Whatever works for you guys, keep it up. Okay, let's take a breather. Inhale. Bring one hand on the chair and bring our other foot into our tree pose. So other foot, hand, foot. So we got our left hand and our right leg on our shin, or like part of our calf area. And If you want to take your shoes off for this, if you have shoes on, go ahead and do that. And we're going to come into our tree pose. This is a yoga pose. Whoa, as you can see, I'm moving. Or maybe it's just my phone that's moving. Who knows that I'm recording with. So this pose is really great for balance as well. They do this pose in yoga. And if you want to hold on while doing this, I do this a lot in chair yoga. You could do this pose holding onto the chair, but let's try not to hold onto the chair, but maybe you have your hand hover. And let's hold this, okay? Let's bring our shoulder blades back. Keep our foot steady, our knee out. And from here, we're gonna grow our branches. Shoulder blades are down. And we're breathing. And then our hands come back to heart center. Good. Okay, release that. Let's try the other side. So I'm just gonna move my chair over to the other side. Maybe you walk to the other side of your chair, whatever you wanna do. And then let's try the other leg. So toe pointed down towards your foot or your shoe. Knee is coming outward. You can bring your hands on your hips, hands on the chair, or we're gonna grow those branches again. Focus, pick a spot, focus. Breathe through this pose. Good. Bring those hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then release that pose. From here, we're gonna do another yoga pose for balance. We're gonna do warrior two. So for warrior two, we're gonna bring our left leg out towards our toes going towards the left side of the room. Bend that knee. These toes, my toes are going towards you guys, towards my camera phone. Arms out, bend that knee a little bit deeper, gaze through the left hand. So this is warrior two. You're all warriors today. You can make your stance a little bit wider and bend that knee a little bit deeper if you can. If not, keep it short. It's still warrior two. Whatever you want to, however you play it, it's still warrior two. So I'll get a little bit deeper. I'm going to flip my palm. I'm going to take my right hand and plant it on my thigh. I'm going to gaze up at my left hand. There's the chair if you need it. See, there you go. I'm high-fiving the back wall. If you've kind of loosened up a little bit, recommit to that front knee bend. I'm going to slide this hand down. I'm going to straighten out that front leg. And then from here, I'm going to bring my hands on my hips. I'm going to bring my right hip back. So I'm like tick-tocking my legs, my hip back, and I'm sliding my hand down and I'm bringing the opposite hand up. Now, if this is too much for you, keep near the chair, and then you could just do a little bend. But if it's easy for you and you don't need to hold on, then you have this. Good, everybody. Now slowly rise out of that pose. Good. And then recommit to that bend in the front, back to that warrior two. And then I'm going to have you guys straighten out your legs. You can bring your toes in together. Hold on to the chair if you need it. If not, hands at heart center. Good. So I'm going to move the chair one more time. I'm going to do that warrior two on the other side. Bending that right leg, arms shoot out. We'll work this a little bit quicker. So again, if you want to widen your stance, widen your stance. Or you shorten it. It's warrior two no matter what you do, right? So I'm gonna widen mine, make it a little bit deeper, flip that palm. Slide that hand down, high five the back wall. Again, if you need to, my chair's kind of a little far away because I pushed it too far. Don't do that to your chair. Hang on if you need to, okay? And then from here, remember, straighten. We're gonna tick-tock our hips back and our arms like we're a clock. Tick, 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 tick. What number are we at now? 6 o'clock, right? If you need to, again, hold on to the chair. But I'm gonna do 6 o'clock with my hands. I'm gonna gaze up at my top fingers. So we get a little bit of yoga balance here, okay? A little bit of stretching. And we're breathing. And we're gonna slowly come out of that pose. Slowly go ahead and release from that pose. And then bring your toes forward again, okay? Good, so the toes are forward. So we did that warrior two pose. And you're gonna walk our feet in together. Good. And we're gonna take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Good, so we did warrior two, we did reverse warrior, triangle pose, just a few yoga poses. We'll do one more yoga pose. Oh, we also did tree pose. So one more for balance, which we've done a few of these during the class. Crescent pose, bending that back knee, front knee. We're in a lunge position, kind of like the lunges that we did in the beginning of class. So again, sometimes when I do this in chair yoga, I say, you know, if you want to take the pressure off of your knee joint and you don't want to bend, then you could just come into like a straight split stance position. And obviously you're still challenging your balance while doing this. But if you want it a little bit harder, then we're bending both knees, we're shooting those arms up, and we're gazing up at the sky, or the ceiling for that matter. And again, stay close to your chair if you need it. Good, everybody. So we're gonna release that. Feet together, inhale. Exhale. Other leg comes back. Again, you could be here. You could be here. You could have your hand on the chair, or you can advance this position and lunges. Arms up. Little bit of a back bend. Crescent pose. Good, everybody, release that. Feet together, wonderful, inhale and exhale. Good, everybody. So those were some yoga poses that obviously include some balance. So it's in addition to some of the other exercises we did at the beginning of class. You do what you can do. If they're too hard, you can always have a seat and try some of those exercises if you get tired, or again, you keep your sturdy chair near you when you need it at all times. Okay, everybody, now I'm gonna come to the back of the chair. So I got my chair, and I'm gonna come to the back of the chair, and I'm gonna do that stretch where we walk out and we stretch our legs just like we did before the yoga poses. And then we'll walk back in. And we'll walk back. Straighten those legs, straighten those arms, and then we'll walk back in. Good, one more time, walk it out. Maybe you feel a little bit more limber by this time. And then you walk it back in. Wonderful, good, everybody. I'm gonna move my chair over. And I am just gonna step a little bit to the front and then back center, and step a little bit to the front and back center. And then I'm gonna take my left leg over my right for a little bit of a balance challenge. And then back. Let's try the other one. Maybe you just have your hand hover. Good. Excellent. Go ahead and shake those hands out. Open and close those hands a few times. Rotate those wrists a little bit. Rotate the other way. Good. Little pedal out of the feet. Walk back a little bit. Walk forward. Awesome. From here, everybody, we are going to finish class. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to say inhale. And we're going to do an exhale. And we're going to say namaste. Thank you for joining my balance class. Have a wonderful day. Bye.